Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So a couple of weeks ago I did a video on my Ford Transit Custom on how to replace batteries. Now my Transit's got two batteries on it, so I brought them back in the workshop and I thought I'd do a little test on them just to basically check them, and it turns out the one is faulty and one is still good. I always change them in pairs, but I thought this was a perfect example to show you guys what tester I use and how it actually shows what is wrong with the batteries, and obviously how it tests them to give me a quick idea. So I knew the batteries were faulty, so I just went and replaced them, but obviously this is a good little tool for anyone. They don't cost a lot of money. This one cost me about £40–50, but they do cheaper versions for up to about 20 quid. So if you're doing a little bit of work here and there, I think these are perfect to keep with you, and yeah, it's always handy to have a battery tester. So yeah, let's take a little look.
And if you get value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to support this channel.
Right then guys, so the first thing we need to do is identify the cranking amps of the battery. So there should be some sort of sticker, and then on it you'll have this 80 AH, which is I'm guessing amp hours. Then you've got the 700 cranking amps, and then SAE whatever. So it's the 700 amps, so it could be anywhere from 300 to about 1000, but we need to know what the obviously cranking amps are so we know what we're testing for. So this is the tester. Now this is so simple, it's really easy to work. So basically what you've got along the top here, we've got the voltage, so we want that around about the 12 or more volts. Now you should really charge the battery before you do this test. Then we've got here all these numbers, so we've got from 200 to 1000. Now ours is 700, so it's going to be between the 6 and 8 is where we need it to stay in the green. If we press the button and it drops into the yellow, then obviously we got a weak battery, and if it drops into the red, we've got a bad battery. So basically we want it to stay in the green when we press the button. You'll see what I mean. When you load the battery up by pressing the button, it'll kind of dip, but you don't want it to dip into that yellow or into the red. So we're going to take our positive. So obviously every battery has a positive and negative, so it's actually kind of stamped into the battery. You can't really miss it. You can see it on all the terminals. So I'm going to go ahead and put the red to the positive and the earth to the negative, and then we can go ahead then, and if what I'm going to do is I'm going to do short bursts of pressing this button, so probably maybe a second and a half each one. So you'll see here now when I press it, you can see it's above the 12. You can see that now in line with the kind of 6-800 that is going into the weak. So obviously it's not staying in the green, so this is definitely a weak battery, but it's not going into the bad. So that's actually, if it was just a day-to-day, I probably wouldn't worry too much about that unless I was having trouble starting it, but you know, it's showing that your battery is aged or on its way out. So this is my second battery, and if I press this button, you can see straight away there then that needle is disappearing down into the red. So you can see when I'm loading this battery, it's basically completely knackered. Now what I'm basically doing when I'm pressing this button is I'm sending a bit of current up through a coil inside it. It's putting a load on the battery, and you can see there the voltage is dropping right down and basically knacking the battery. So that's it guys. So yeah, so this tool in my opinion is a must-have. I gotta be honest, I couldn't go without it. Like you say, if you're doing any sort of testing or working on vehicles, it's really good to just test your battery to start with, so you know that that's not causing other faults. These testers are quite cheap. You can buy a cheaper one for like £20, or this is a Clark one. I think they do a Sealy one as well for around about the £50 mark. I strongly recommend buying a better one, but if you're just going to use it now and then, the cheap ones are probably, you know, more than good enough for what you're going to do. So yeah, I'll put the links down in the description guys, so if you want to go ahead and look at them, and yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next video.
And if you get value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to support this channel.